These companies are using psychological warfare against you, and you're falling for it every day. And it's not psychological warfare to get you to ignore their bad game, it's psychological warfare so they can rob you. And I'm going to tell you how they do it. So, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Gear and Gaming. My name's Don. I'm an accountant by day and have a degree in both business and accounting and business psychology as well. So, I want to talk to you on how pre-orders by gaming companies are getting your money in their pocket and costing you even more than what you think. So, first, let's talk about what we're talking about. And this is pre-ordering video games a month, 2 months, 2 weeks before they release and getting nothing for that until the video game itself releases, or maybe like with Call of Duty, you're getting beta access, something like that. Now, beyond the this might be a bad game and you're just giving them money on faith, which is a big reason for the no pre-orders movement that you see out there right now, I'm going to tell you why money-wise this is a bad plan for you. Because there's an idea in finance and in accounting of the time value of money. You know, I'll put the equation right about here somewhere if you really want to go look it up on Google. But the be-all, end-all of it is, the TLDR is, money now is better than money later. Money in your pocket now is worth more than money in your pocket later. So if you're Activision, EA, Embark, it doesn't matter if it's a good game or a bad game, a good company or a bad company. If you were giving them your money right now, you're giving them more, you're giving them more value than what you're actually giving them. So what do I mean by that? So if you give, say, Call of Duty, you go out, you buy the Vault edition of Call of Duty because you can't wait for Black Ops 7 and you want the cool skins. Hey, great. Those skins actually got looking better. I was rather surprised that Treyarch listened. But we're getting off track there. So you give them $100 right now, today. But Call of Duty isn't coming out until November. So you have at least a month, if not more, that Activision and Microsoft get your money and you get nothing in return. So what does that do? How does that cost you more money? You're like, hey, I just gave them $100. $100 now is going to be $100 later. Well, when you come back to that time value of money idea, it's not, because that $100 that you gave them now, you could have used some other way. And that's the idea of this whole, it's the interest rate in that equation. And it's the idea that you could be using that money for something. You could have invested it in something and it'll be earning you interest over that time. And that's generally how like big brain finance people and accountants will calculate how much you're making or losing by giving money early or holding on to it. That's your opportunity cost. That's the cost of lending. But I think for us just normal non-finance people, that we're not going to be going out and buying bonds with our $100. We're not going to be doing any of that. There's also a cost there for you. There's a cost in what else could you have done with that money? You got credit card debt? Could you have taken that $100, put it on your credit card, and kept that $100 off your credit? Now your credit card debt is $100 less. Now, could you have kept that $100 less off of your bill until right before the beta starts or right before the game releases? Then you pay them the money. And so that amount of money, the interest that your credit card, and most credit cards nowadays are charging anywhere between 25 and 30%, that amount is also a cost to you because you didn't have that money to do it with. And the same thing, even if you didn't have credit card debt, let's say you have $0 in credit card debt, you give EA for Battlefield 6 your $100 for their Vault edition of Battlefield 6, And then you go out to the store, and because you gave them your $100, you have to put $100 on your credit card now because you have to buy food still. So that, and now you're going to hold that extra debt for that much longer. That's going to be a cost to you. And for me, the amazing part of all this is that the companies have used marketing, have used psychological warfare to make us think that we should do this for them. We should give them our money because then they get to have the money. Now, they haven't given you a product yet, so it hasn't cost them anything. And they get to take that money and they're going to give it to their shareholders. They're going to put it in the bank and earn interest off of it. They're going to pay for their bills and not have to take out credit to pay their employees. They're going to do something with that money. It's not just going to sit around and do nothing in their business. So they're earning money off of your money, even though they haven't done anything for you yet.
Pre-sales, 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 pre-sales.
Clint, we don't even have a game.
But maybe we don't need a game? I mean, if we've already got all the pre-sales, does it even matter if we've already got all that money?
And that's great for them. And that's why you see these companies just hammer and hammer and hammer pre-orders, because it's nothing but good for them when you give them your money earlier. And it's mind-blowing to me that they've managed to talk us into it, because most of these are digital video games. Now, I am 43 years old, so I remember the 90s. I remember lining up at stores to get video games because there was only 10 or 20 copies of them there. And then it was going to be months and months, maybe a year, until you could get that toy or that video game again. Or in some cases, they're not going to make any more of it. And this is FOMO. We've all heard that, I think, but FOMO, the fear of missing out. If I don't get it now, I will miss out on X thing. And these companies have managed to give us FOMO over a digital video game. They're not going to run out of copies of Battlefield 6, of Arc Raiders, of Black Ops 7. That Activision will let as many people download it as will give them money for it. I promise you. The entire planet could buy a copy of Black Ops 7 and Activision will let them download it. And they will happily take their money for it whenever they buy it. So you're not missing out. Activision has done a little bit with, let's grant access to our beta for people who pre-order. And, they try and give you a little bit of something. Hey, you get skins. But I don't think those are worth a lot of cash to people. And a lot of times those skins, frankly, ain't the best skins in the game. And that amount of money that you are spending because of the time value of money is something you're not going to be able to spend later on better skins. You're going, oh, it's a limited time skin. If I don't do this now, I'm going to miss out. I'm not going to have this skin. And then they've taken advantage of the very human tendency of, we're kind of clannish. We want to show our loyalty and our support to things. We wear our company's logos on us and things like that. We want to show that we support something. So that they do that for you too. Hey, you wear this skin and people will know you loved Hello Kitty Adventure Island 2 so much that you pre-ordered it because you have the Hello Kitty bow that was only for people who pre-ordered it. You can show other people in the game how dedicated you were, and you'll be able to know that that's out there telling everybody how dedicated you are. And we're like, yeah, that's what we want to do. I want to be dedicated. I want people to envy the fact of how awesome I am because I support this thing that they're all playing. They're all playing it, so they must like it. They know that I'm hardcore now. And it's quite a feat that these digital things have been given so much value to us. And they've done it all just through marketing, through streamers and content creators. And all of that is geared to get your money before you normally would give them your money. Because that's the trick. Get your cash in their pocket as fast as possible, because I promise you, their finance department understands time value of money, and they understand your dollar bill now is worth more to them now than it will be October 10th or in November or October 30th when Arc Raiders comes out. They know that. Their finance people know that. And they've talked to their marketing people, and their marketing people have said, we'll take care of it.
Trailer, people won't keep buying pre-sales.
Sure they will.
Yeah, of course they will. Our community are fucking idiots.
Idiots with money.
For pre-sales.
Exactly.
And they have. So, to kind of put a cherry on top of all this for you, don't buy into the hype, in my opinion. You know, if you are one of those people, you want to tell Black Ops 7 to kiss your ass because you hate them and you're going to go pre-order Black Ops 6, so that's higher up on the Steam charts than Black Ops 7 is, hey, I'm not going to stop you. And if you got the money, especially if it's you just have cash and it's sitting in your savings account earning, 1% at your bank, you're not missing out on that much by giving it to them. But please, if you are putting it on a credit card or you're putting something else on a credit card because you are getting this, don't pre-order until you absolutely have to. If you have to have those skins, do it the day before. Wait till that last minute. Don't give them the money until you absolutely have to get what you want. And that way, your money has value over time for you. Well, and that's all I got to say about that. As Forrest Gump famously said at one point, if you enjoy what you saw here, we're going to be trying to do more content like this, more interesting, make you go kind of content. So if you want to see more, subscribe button's down there. We would appreciate if you give it a click. This is Gear and Gaming. I am also the owner of a small computer company called Aquinas Computers. We do custom build gaming PCs. We build some for our own, or you can get in contact with us through the links below, and we will build you your own Aquinas computer. But until next time, I hope you all are well, and we will see you then. And now that I think about it, just watch. This video will explode, and they'll see that they need to start limiting how many digital copies. They'll go, you know what? We won't sell 8 billion copies of this. We're only going to sell 1 billion, and we'll tell people it's only going to be $1 billion. And now people will have actual FOMO. We'll just have to trick them into it again.